Hello, Reformers, and welcome to a special feature of Warsword Conquest. Now, this is for Warband, of course, and we are in the Warhammer universe, as far as I am aware. Now, the only Warhammer universe experience I currently have is when I played Warhammer Online, I believe, and that was a rather long time ago. And also the fact that I played Blood Bowl very scarcely indeed. I did not spend too much time there, but that is mainly due to the fact that cyanide games are usually rather buggy, but rather enjoyable at the same time. But nevertheless, we are here in Warsword Conquest, and it is very, very accurate to the Warhammer universe. So, we are going to be starting a new game, and you will soon see what lays before us. So, as you can see here, you can choose between males, females, Saurus, Skink, Skeleton, Goblin, and Dwarf. So I think, considering the most different race that we can currently choose is either going to be Saurus, Skink, or Goblin, I think we're probably going to choose Saurus, and we will see how we go from there. Now, I will be choosing a Veteran Warrior. I think that would probably suit a Saurus race, and we'll go for a Street Urchin as well. And maybe a smith too, and personal revenge, of course. So, let us continue onward. Now, I must just mention, as we receive a couple of items down there, very nice indeed to see that, I must just mention that this mod will be updated very soon with a huge amount of extra features, and you may want to check this out at a later point. Of course, it is already absolutely amazing. I've been in once before to take a look at it, and yes, you would not be disappointed if you are a Warhammer fan. So, the name we are going to go for is Old Goreblood. I think that will probably be rather suitable for a Saurus race, and we will go for a huge amount in strength and some in agility as well. So let's get a huge amount in Iron Flesh and Power Strike. That will help us out quite a bit, and I think we'd probably want to get Prisoner Management, because I think we start off with blunt weapons, and quite a few people in the beginnings of the game do have blunt weapons, so I think this would help us out more than anything. And we will be increasing our one-handed skill. I believe we start off with one-handed skill, so we may as well do that. And now, the huge difference that we have obviously not seen before in quite a few mods, but yes, here we are. We can actually randomize, but it makes no difference, unfortunately. Maybe in the new version it will, but I am so happy playing as a Saurus as it is, I don't really think we need to worry about that too much. Age does not matter too much either, but I am going to make him the oldest he can be, because he is Old Goreblood, of course, and I can try clicking on the hair, but it makes no difference whatsoever. But yes, as you can see, we are incredibly fierce looking. So yes, we will now head on, and here we are. We can see a variety of different places that we can venture to. We have the Empire Colonies, the Southland Dwarves, Forest Goblin Kingdom, Pirate Kingdom, Nippon Empire, Tomb King's Empire, and the Lizardman Kingdom. Well, considering we are Saurus, we are going to travel to the Lizardman Kingdom, and we will see how that goes. Now, oh my, it has put us into a rather precarious position, as you can see here. We are right next to a couple of deserters, so this is not going to be too pleasant, but I am going to take a look at our gear first, and as you can see here, we do have a Skink Bone Club, and I will be using that as our primary weapon, and I will use the balanced sword in case we need some sort of killing action, because this Skink Bone Club does allow us to take a huge amount of prisoners, as you can see by its blunt damage right there. So let us try it out, shall we? Now, I will be heading over to the nearest village and hoping to... yes, there we are. Okay, get away from the deserters, and we will see what we can recruit. We are currently recruiting Skink Hatchlings by the looks of things, so yes, what else would you recruit in the Lizardman area? But yes, it will be rather wonderful to see them running around in battle, that is for sure. So let us now check out the next village. And what I'm hoping to do with this special feature is take a look at all of the factions, because I believe there are a huge variety of different races that you can actually have under your command. And it would be wonderful to take a look at each and every one of them. As you can see there, we have Saurus Warriors, Spawning Champions, and Skink Stalkers. So hopefully, maybe, we will have some of those in times to come. But yes, we will continue to run around here, get a little more volunteers to join us, and then I would like to try and find some bandit parties, because believe it or not, the bandits in this mod are not the regular type of bandits, of course, because we are in the Warhammer universe. There aren't many humans around the areas, and you will more often than not find undead units or some sort of ogre unit instead of humans. So hopefully I will be able to find one. How much money do I have? 170. Not entirely sure whether I really want to recruit a couple more, but I will just in case. And I will now be cutting away because I would like to try and find these bandits, and I don't really want to take too much of your time. So I will see you hopefully very soon. Okay, so we have been lucky enough to encounter some pygmies. The downside, of course, is that they have a very small, well, apart from their stature, they have a very small party size. But yes, we will now head in against them. As you can see, they only have 4 against our 24, but I suppose we do get to see our Lizardmen in action. Skink hatchlings at the ready, and we are against some pygmies as well, which I believe are going to be rather ferocious to fight. But I think, as you can tell here, we do have quite a few units that are equipped with clubs, so hopefully we'll be able to take many of these fellows prisoner, and indeed be able to sell them at the nearby town. So let us head on and, oh my, yes, use my skink war club that we have, and hopefully, oh yes, you can hear some of them actually hissing as well, which is rather cool. And there is the sound effects for them as well. Oh my goodness, very scary indeed, isn't it? Okay, well, there we are. We lost 2 wounds, but yes, of course, he will get up after a small respite. And there we are. We have captured some pygmies, which is rather nice. And we have, of course, advanced some of our units in level. So we will be splitting this 50-50 down the middle. So I will get 2 Saurus warriors and 2 skink skirmishers. So as you can see, the Saurus warriors are basically what we look like right now. And the skink skirmishers are, of course, the lighter variants. So now, we are having a couple of issues with morale, as you can probably see down here. Below average, not very nice either to have such a thing happen so early, but we are hopefully going to be able to fight a couple more bandits. Oh no, that's us. Wonderful. Oh yes, a little bit overreaction there from me, but let us try to find another party of bandits. Okay, so just as I was saying that there aren't too many humans in this universe, we have encountered some. As you can see here, we have some Norse raiders. Now, do bear in mind that this mod is not yet finished. As I said before, it is receiving a considerable update very soon indeed, and yes, that will be rather nice to see. So here we are. Now, yes, we have 23 and they have 19. Now, the only problem I'm foreseeing here is that they encountered us. Yes, they came out of the trees, and as I was traveling over a hill, and they decided, oh yes, let's go to encounter that fellow who is just minding his own business. But yes, we are hopefully going to be able to deal a significant amount of damage. We do have our Saurus warriors here. They have some rather devastating clubs in their hands, which I believe are probably made out of some sort of hugely dense metal, hopefully. We do need that against these fellows, so let us charge everyone in as best we can. Our skirmishers are firing away. They do have javelins, and these guys are huge. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, they are Norse, I suppose, so we do need to take them out. Yes, there we are. Okay, we seem to be doing relatively well. However, these fellows do have axes this time around, so we are going to take a couple of casualties, and hopefully I will not be one of them. So let us assist this fellow right here. And there we are. Take him down too. Okay, come on, guys. Let's swarm their archers, or at least as many of their archer javelin types as we can, I suppose. Yes, that would be a good idea. Now we are, as you see, losing quite a few skink hatchlings, which is very unfortunate indeed. I was hoping that they would level up and become some very deadly Saurus warriors, and it appears that we are lucky enough to have been victorious in this case. Now, oh, there we are. That is the last kill, and huge amount of javelins everywhere, clubs, armour, and all kinds of other armaments. And there we are, 11 renown, 10 morale for that, and we lost 9. Oh my goodness, 9 skink hatchlings, 1 skink skirmisher, and of course 1 Saurus warrior as well. But we are able to capture an exact amount of prisoners that we can actually hold, which is rather wonderful. So we will now be getting some skink scouts, and let's get some veteran warriors as well. They become spawning champions. Ooh, that would be wonderful to see. Now let us, as I say, go for 5 of these and 4 of... oh, yes, we do not have enough money, but we soon will, once I head to the nearby town and hopefully find a ransom broker or maybe a slave trader. Now we do have a heavy battle axe that we could potentially use, which I am actually going to use because we do have a huge amount in power strike, and we may as well take advantage of it. Now let's have a look here. These boots are better, so let's use that. Now I am going to be taking as much loot as I can. Now this shield is probably not as good as this, so let us use that. Is it? Well, the resistance is less, but the HP is hugely more, so I think that will be fine for now. And we'll just take a couple of other pieces of loot here. There we are, that seems fine. And, oh, we do actually get 538 dinars for our victory itself. So I do not necessarily need to head on too quickly, but it would be nice to level up more of these units. So we have actually advanced in level as well. We are now level 2. And this presents a dilemma for me, because I would like to increase our strength ever more, but that might be a little bit too single-minded. So I'm thinking... I really don't want to increase intelligence, to be honest, because I always do that, and yeah, I'm thinking strength. Oh yes, we're gonna go for strength, why not? Let's do it. And we'll increase our athletic skill, hopefully improve our running speed, and get some two-handed weapon proficiency so that we can have a higher speed with our two-handed axe. That would be rather nice. Now, as you know, we do have a full prisoner's hold, so I am going to be heading over to the nearby town as quickly as I can. And hopefully in the tavern there will be a ransom broker. Please. Oh no, just a caravan guard. That is terrible. Okay, well, maybe upstairs? It's usually locked. Yes, it is. Okay. Well, as I say, I will be checking out the marketplace first, actually, and then we will be cutting away and heading over to a nearby town. Now, as you can see here, we do have an 8-barrel... Is that a shotgun? I do not really know what that is, but it is an 8-barrel something, nevertheless, and you can only imagine how much damage that would do. But the speed rating is 5. Now, I can only say that the speed rating is that low because it has a very large reload speed, but the firing speed is incredible, so yes, that's probably why. And anything else here we can have a look at? Oh my. Flintlock pistols as well, pirate pistols, and a poisoned blowpipe, wow. I suppose that is a weapon of the Pygmies, perhaps? Yes, that's probably the most logical to assume. And I am now going to be selling the majority of our loot, and oh wow, these fellows really don't have a lot of money, do they? We have to be a little bit cautious about selling. There we are, okay, that is fine. Okay, the horse merchant has a little bit more than that, which is nice to see. Now, is that a one-handed? That is! I might want to use that, because most of our units are using blunt weaponry, and I don't think I really need to use a blunt weapon. However, I will be keeping it on us anyway, and I will be using the one-handed, just in case. If I see a enemy unit that has, well, let's just say, some rather nice armour on, I will be attempting to take him prisoner, but more often than not it will end up in us killing him. But, it appears that I have gone over a little bit. There we are. Okay. And a few more pieces of loot to sell. There we are. That sounds good. And, oh my, look at that. Veteran armoured body. We have a champion body, a skink body. Oh my goodness. Yes, we have a huge amount of different things here. Well, yes. That is rather impressive to say the least. And we have a huge amount of money now, which is wonderful. So we should be able to level up to our heart's desire. And I will now be buying some Saurus hands, because we do not have any of those. So it would be rather nice to wear them. Is it even worth it? Probably not, but I will be buying them nevertheless. Yes. There we are. Okay, so I will be heading on to Itza, I believe. That is the capital, I hope. And hopefully I will find a ransom broker. Okay, so a long story short, I checked most of the towns in the Lizardman Empire. Now, the only problem was I was not able to find a ransom broker. However, I thought to myself then, what if the tavernkeepers have the ability to sell? And as you can see here, we do have the option. So let us do that. Now, these fellows sell for... Oh, yes. It appears that I may not want to do this at the moment because they only sell for a base value of 50. Not entirely sure whether Norse Raiders and Pygmies all sell for the same, but I would prefer to, I suppose, try my luck elsewhere. So I will be attempting to find a Ransom Broker, I suppose, maybe in alternate territories. Okay, so finally we have found a Ransom Broker down in Nippon lands, I believe, and we are now going to be speaking to him and hopefully making sure that we have not... Ah, there we are. Okay, so the tavernkeepers do have a slight penalty to selling prisoners to them, so 60 per one is wonderful, and 112 each for 16 of these Norse Raiders. Watch my money go up. Oh yes, 3,187. That is wonderful. Oh yes, we are going to be able to, I suppose, recruit a huge amount of units, and maybe we should get one of these fellows right here, an Amazon Huntress. And what about this fellow as well? Matthias Thulman. Aha. Tell me, stranger, what paths will you tread when you leave this city? Whichever paths I please. You look like you have trodden many yourself. I have trodden every part of these great lands. I am Matthias Thulman, Master Witch Hunter. I dedicate my life to the eradication of evil and the banishing of the unholy. I am currently taking a break from a major campaign against the witch elves that has been running for years. We drove them out of the old world, and now we have followed them here to the new world. Oh my. Okay, I cannot keep up that accent, so we will hopefully be able to recruit him. You are welcome to join us, Matthias. We could use some serious firepower. Oh yes. Okay, please do not be very expensive. 5,000! Oh my goodness, I do not have 5,000. I am actually quite close to 5,000, but I don't know really whether I'd want to spend 5,000 on such a fellow, but yes, a witch hunter right there, everyone. That would be wonderful to recruit. And, oh, this might actually be an option. 861 dinars, we will take them. And we will see how they fare in the upcoming fights. Now, as you can see here, I have made my way to Nagasaki, which appears to be in the Nippon Empire. I am unaware of many of the empires, by the way, in the Warhammer universe, so do forgive me. And, oh, it appears that there are currently a few more factions to be created around here. So, yes, as I did say beforehand, it is still a work in progress. Oh, maybe not. There are huge amounts of things up here. I did not realize. Okay, well... We have the undead lands over here. I think that is probably where I'm going to be heading next, because that would be rather wonderful to see what designs the undead have. So I will be seeing you in quite some time by the looks of things. It will probably take us quite a while to get over there, but it will be worth it, I'm sure. Okay, so I have encountered, in the Lizardman territory, some zombie pirates, as you can see. They have a very grotesque outlook to life by the looks of things, and we will be heading in versus 8 of them. So let's see how we fare with our newly acquired Amazon Huntresses, and we will see how fast they actually approach us. I'm pretty sure zombies will be rather slow in comparison, but you never know. They may be the Left 4 Dead style of zombie, or 28 Days Later, whatever you prefer. But we will soon see what they have within their possession, what kind of power they wield, and I'm pretty sure the answer will be relatively evil and dark energies, perhaps. We will see. So, I do not have any ranged weapons, but I do have a huge two-handed axe, so let us hopefully be able to take some of them prisoner, perhaps, and I will be setting our archers over here, because we do have archers now, which is rather nice, so yes, we will hopefully be able to deal a significant amount of damage. Now I will be going into first person, so we can actually take a look at them close up. Oh my goodness. Wow, okay. Some very nice designs, I have to admit, right here, and I am taking a serious battering from some of them, but nevertheless, our units were able to pull out a very convincing victory indeed. Of course, those Amazon Huntresses do not hurt one bit. So, we will now be capturing a couple of these undead pirates, and this very spiffing looking undead pirate captain with his hat. So that is cool. And once again, I will be cutting away, and I will see you in Undead Lands. Okay, so as you can probably see, we have a situation on our hands. We have a vassal from the Pirate Kingdom with his various shipmates, and whoa, he has deckhands, marksmen, sharpshooters, duelists, and quartermasters, of course, and of course sea dogs. Why not? You wouldn't be a pirate without sea dogs. But yes, we have him actually raiding one of the undead villages, and unfortunately we do have a bandit infestation here as well, and it would be rather nice to attack these because I do not believe we have seen Gorols yet. So let us attack the bandits and hopefully gain a little bit of relation with this village. However, I do not believe we will be able to recruit from it as it is currently being raided by the pirate vassal, but maybe in the future it will help us out quite a bit. Now we do have a huge amount of the farmers joining us here. Now these Gorols, I believe, are a slight variant of an ogre, maybe? I'm not entirely sure, but we will soon see, I suppose. Now, I will be telling our infantry to stand at the front, our archers at the back, and I think we'll probably just charge in, actually. We are very close to them, so let us do as much damage as we can, and I will attempt to get you a good look at these fellows as well. Oh my goodness. Okay, so they do appear to be apes? Are they apes? Wow, that is rather strange. Okay. I was not expecting that, because I do not believe in Blood Bowl they have an ape faction, unless I am completely misconstruing it, but, or at least misremembering, perhaps. That might be the reason as well. Okay, come on, archers, fire away. Why are they not firing? Okay, well, hopefully they will help us out right now. We seem to be losing because they are not firing upon these fellows. And my shield is going to get taken out soon, but I was able to take him out and take a huge amount of damage in the process. And I must just mention, we did level up in the previous fight with those undead pirates, so I will be leveling up after this engagement. Come on, take him down! Yes, there we are. Okay, very nice indeed. We helped the farmers, and for some unknown reason they are not undead farmers, but maybe they are slaves of the undead, who knows. Okay, so there we are. I think we have leveled up again, but yes, we will be leaving them, and very nice amounts of relation for us right there, with some honor as well, and we have advanced to level 4, which is wonderful. So let's get some more strength points, and get some power strike and iron flesh. I am going very heavy into the warrior archetype that we have chosen, but yes, I don't think that's too bad. And I suppose we will just head on to the next town. I really wanted to recruit a couple of undead units to see what they... Oh, 5 risen volunteers. Oh my goodness. That seems... Oh, okay, so they are skeletons, of course, similar to the undead pirates. And I will really want to just see what they advance up into. So let us head over to Courty, and we will hopefully be able to recruit a couple more as well from there. So I'm not entirely sure where we can head to now. I would like to hopefully find a couple more bandits so that we can level up our skeleton units. So I will be cutting away once again, and once I have found a few more bandit parties, I will cut back. Okay, so just after I had cut away, I stumbled upon this fellow right here. He is a tomb lord by the looks of things, and we probably do not want to mess with him. He is a vassal of the Tomb King's empire, and he is obviously the lord of a couple of fiefs. Peace to you, and always remember to temper your valor with mercy, your courage with honor. Oh my goodness. Okay. They are seeming to be very honorable beings indeed, and maybe I will take a quest. I think that we have done this quest quite a few other times in a special feature, so not entirely sure whether we will do it, but yes, I think the greatest thing we can do at the moment is track down some bandits and try and level up our undead units. Okay, so here we have 13 desert bandits that we were able to encounter in the middle of the desert, in the middle of nowhere, basically. I was actually wondering what was out here, and thankfully we did find a couple of people. So let us try to defeat them, because they do have horses, and we are going to be in a very sore spot indeed if we are not able to take them down. So let us hopefully be able to charge our infantry in, and oh no, they have lances. That is not good. But I will hopefully be able to deal a significant amount of damage to them before I am taken out, or at least take out some of their horses, because of course their main advantage at the moment is being mounted. So I was able to accrue a kill right there, not too bad. And oh, it appears they may be running from our skeletons. No, do not poke our skeletons. We are the only ones allowed to do that. We are their masters after all, but yes, never mind. It appears that one of the Risen was able to acquire a kill in retaliation for his comrades fallen. Oh my. Okay, so there we are. We were able to take him and a couple of bandits prisoner as well. So, here we go. We have a horse, which we will not be using, but hopefully these things will sell for a rather tidy profit, and we will now see. Oh yes, everyone has leveled up, that is great. So let's go for 3 spearmen and 2 archers, and they level up into marksmen and skeleton warriors. Very nice indeed. Okay, now let's go for a brave. I don't believe we have one of those. Oh, it appears that that is actually a warrior archetype of the skink, and not a skirmisher archer type. So yes, that is pretty nice to know. And of course we do have the spawning champion, the first time we have seen a spawning champion, and they become Cold One Riders, which are of course probably going to be mounted, and Temple Guards. So before we actually end this episode off here, I'm going to take a look at their stats, and as you can see they have a proficiency in polearms, 2-handed, and 1-handed. So yes, there we are, very nice indeed. I must say that this mod has been very surprising as well. I've had it installed for quite a while now, and I have just not gotten around to doing a special feature, so here we are. We have finally made one, and hopefully you will all enjoy it. So, I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.